Hey everyone, Lensmanos here. Welcome to Material Energy Natural Capital, episode 10. Now, this might look like the server, but it's not. So, the server wasn't able to keep up with the amount of automation required for this pack. So, each one of these coke ovens creates TPS. Each one of these, forging hammers is another tick. So with all the people on the server and all the machines that people were using to process the required materials, the server just couldn't handle it. So maybe a really beefy, expensive per month server could, but yeah, I don't know. It seems to require a fairly hefty machine to run. So Parcel very generously allowed us to download the map, which was a gigabyte. So it was a fairly substantial size save game. And I have my base. So that, I've done a few things in between, and I'll go through that in a few minutes. A few stability changes were made. I really don't remember there being a slime island there, but maybe there was. Obviously now being single player, my view distance is a little bit further than what the server had set up. I've got an advanced greenhouse back, which I actually just went and took Ollie's one. So obviously with it being the server download, everyone's bases are still intact. So Mining Marks is over there. Elite Bouncer or Ollie, the mod author of Calculator and Practical Logistics, his base is there. Samuel Roy's one is still over the back there, the Melon Wall. Yeah, so all the bases are still here, but it's now my single player world, which is cool because if I ever need a thing to make, maybe I'll just go and steal it from their base. So a couple of other things have happened. Parcel's decided to cease development of this pack and focus on Material Energy 5, which is great for those who love the Material Energy, similar to the previous packs, the Quest series. And he's handed the reins over to Sam, and I'll now have his Twitter details in the content description as well. So he's now developing the pack and has done a few updates since, in the last couple of days. Or he's done a fair few updates. Some have addressed some of the stability. Some have made some changes to the book. So the book, let's see here, Marketplace. Oh, it's done it again. I've had a bit of an issue where, for some reason, my book likes to kind of reset itself. So it's like I haven't handed in particular quests, and so things like industrialization's broken for me. But I did have Marketplace working. So not real sure what's going on there. I'll probably have to get a let's see if I can do it from here, or whether I no. So you can see I'm on a single player world because I have to open it to land to get cheats. Let's see here. HQM edit. And let's fix this. So the only way I found to fix this for some reason was, which one is it? This one here. And I'll go and void these items, I don't need them. So yeah, that unlocks the marketplace again. So it means that all this has been reset from what I had already bought. But one of the cool things is that Sam's gone through and put a description in each of these ones. So you now know what you're getting and a bit more information on think it's this whole center section he's done so far, and he's started working on others, which is great. Great little addition. Now let's. For some reason I'm in edit mode, but that's fine. It'll be good. I'll get rid of this stuff that I just got given for no reason. I think that was it. I know that. And maybe them. Alright. Let's see, let's turn this off. Right. So, a few of the changes I made. Got a bit of an idea on how to transport some water. I'm hoping I've got enough water coming in actually. It's still full. It's doing alright, because I'm using a fair bit more water now. I've changed my steam system downstairs. I'll head down. So you can see the circuit fabrication system I've removed. And I plan on, at this point in the game, doing it with the logistics crafting for the moment. I haven't set up the recipes or anything yet. But I have, as I said, made changes over here. I've now got supplier pipes on each of the... I found that you had to supply the coal to the top and the starch items, so potatoes in this case, to the side. I couldn't supply both in through the side. I'm not sure if that has to do with the colours on the sides of the thing, but I couldn't add coal to the bottom. It wouldn't accept it. It just kept bouncing out, and I wonder why I was getting all this coal everywhere. It turned out it was this. I've added chassis under here. Worked my way up to a Mark V chassis and added in iron and gold. I haven't done the diamond one yet, so that the system can now make them. What else have I done? I've crafted another firebox, and I've got this supplier pipe set up to keep, I think it's 20. I think it's 20 coal, but it sort of just seems to fill. And that's keeping this with steam. So water coming down, heating up, steam going out. And I've hooked up these two steam ovens. Sorry Ollie, but I stole the steam oven from your base. But the second one, so we've got the two steam ovens here, and I've started setting this up with crafting ability on the back too. So this one at the moment will turn sand into glass. And I've used this because I've found that I don't like any of the powered furnaces in this pack so far. The calculator one's alright. Still, just, it's not quite quick enough. So this one at least can do 9 items at a time. But yeah, at the moment I thought I'd try this, and I thought it looked pretty cool mounted in the wall. I plan on closing this off once I'm done with putting recipes in. And I'm sure I can still use it when we get to AE as well, which would be cool. I've also set up this forging hammer here, so it's actually set up with the stone to stone plates recipes in it. And that's obviously using a satellite pipe to inject it into the back. And down here we have 1 stone and 4 stone plates. So as much as it's slow, it's still a cool little addition that I don't need to have one out in the middle of nowhere. And I was going to put some glass in front of it, which is why I put the decorative, the technical block at the back there, because I'll put glass down here and close it in. And you'll be able to see it, making stone plates. Crusher's going well. It's definitely helping out with ore processing. I seem to be still getting a fair chunk of ore, but I've got a massive backlog. Not sure what that was. Bit of a lighting glitch every now and then. I've added a few more caches, which I'm going to need to upgrade. I think at least the string one soon. And the cobble one inside here is starting to get pretty full. So it's at 144. There's a 9,000 of 10,000. So yeah, I'm going to need to pick that one up soon and upgrade it to the next level, which I think's Invar. So all the stuff that I picked up from there is in here. There's a lot of junk. And I plan on making... I'm hoping I can do the rolling machines the same way that I've done the crafting pipe for the hammer over there, the forging hammer. If I can, excellent. That'll be great. Is I'll mount some of them up in the wall or something maybe. And whenever I need to craft a copper plate, it'll go to that one of the rolling machines. When I need to craft copper coil, it'll go to one of the rolling machines. Obviously, they'll all need to be separate ones. But that should, you know, help things out by not constantly crafting and using up cycles, I guess. I also found that the rock hounding items, the 3 tables, these ones seem to have a high amount of time to redraw them. So I installed Opus and started looking around to try and find out where I could minimize some issues to make it a bit more playable. I have to say, Peach, your base was one of the highest when I did the look through. The base was amazing. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and check out Dragon Breath's episode where he did a walkthrough with Peach. But due to the amount of pipes and hammers and all sorts of stuff over at his base, I've actually had to go and pretty much wipe his base out to enable my game to play nicer. And I don't plan on going over there, so you know, I plan to continue playing through the same way I have been by doing what I can. So I need to do a little bit more tidying up around the base. I need to finish the ceiling, and I need to start working on, I guess, a bit hard now that the book's sort of, it's under construction. As we always knew it was, this pack is constantly being updated. So when the industrialization chapter gets another big update, I'll try and get it working properly. But I've sort of been following through this to try and work out where I need to go next. And I think I'm at the point where I kind of need to work on a tree farm, which is going to be a bit strange considering that the growth of trees was meant to be restricted. I don't think it ever got fully fixed, so they may still grow at the right speed. It's going in there at the moment, tin, I think. Obviously, whenever the quarry hits a big patch of minerals, it sort of goes a bit nuts. You get tons and tons in there. I just wish there was a tooltip that showed you what was in it, because it's still chewing through some copper I threw in there earlier. But yeah, so kind of need to work on next steps, a bit better storage. I've upgraded all these to diamond chests and put cards in each one. I plan on going and disabling Ollie's practical logistics screen because it's another high redraw. But if I don't go over there, I don't have an issue. It's only if I visit his base that I start to find problems. Now, I don't believe there's anything wrong with the mod. I just think because of there's so many different bases everywhere, it's just causing a bit of slowness. Now, practical logistics is great, and I do plan on reconnecting all my items down in here. In fact, I wonder if I've still got the things. We might be able to set it back up. Let's just see. Item. It's got to be around here somewhere. Might have used them when I made the. Actually, I think I did. I used them when I made this item router. I definitely want to get that going, so I'll probably. No, I might repurpose it. We'll see how we go. It's definitely a cool little system. But now that we've got the logistics pipes, maybe able to change things up very slowly. as I said, I still want to use it. I wouldn't mind a big screen here. I just I just don't want to push the friendship, I guess, because I really like the look of my base at the moment. I think it's pretty cool. I'm a little biased, obviously. Still haven't done a ceiling, roof. Yeah, I need to work on a couple of things. So one's a tree farm, so I need an area. Not sure where to put that yet, because upstairs here is obviously a bit full. And I'm thinking I want to try Buildcraft robots. I wanted to try it in one of my other packs and I couldn't seem to get it to work, but I still want to try it. Now I don't think I need this farm anymore because I've got so many other materials coming in from the quarry. Now that it got to a level where the materials are spawning, you know. So I think I want to knock this area down here, and I want to try and get a lot of corn growing in here. Okay, I didn't realize I had corn growing in here, but anyway. I want to try and get a tree farm going with the Buildcraft robots. So that would require the other tables. I think I'm hoping I can craft them. So obviously we've got an assembly table already. I would need an integration table. Alright, NEI is taking a second. So that's not too bad. I can knock that together. Integration table, and I think I need programming table. I think they're the two I'm going to need. And I hope I can make robots. Should be able to, because I did see, I think it was Somewhat Infinite has some sitting down in his base. They look like they were set up at one point. Okay, so redstone crystals is going to take me a while. So this is going to take a bit of work to get going. So I guess just start by clearing things out. You can go. It's been a bit strange playing the game with the guys no longer on the same pack, I guess. Mainly because obviously, you know, server play is one of the cool things about server play is that there's someone else there to ask opinions and, you know, find out how they do it, and now that I guess technically they're not there to ask, you're back to playing a single player game and back to, I guess, not so much the way you always do it, but I guess there's just not that opportunity to see how someone else does it. You know? So I myself build things a particular way, and after looking at Peach's base and the way all his pipe work was run and all the he had a steel tanker, I think it was, with like 2,000 buckets of creosote in it, just obscene amounts of creosote. But it was everything seemed to be automated. He could just drop his materials in one spot, everything processed it up. It went through a rock crusher, I think it was, which turned it into dust, and then it went through a calculator powered furnace. I forget what they're actually called, but same things I had downstairs on the rubber area. It went through that, and then it went into magnetic crafters to be turned into blocks of metal, so that it wasn't just ingots, it was blocks. And yeah, very, very nice system, very compact, and a lot of it was hidden under the floor. Not sure whether I leave them there and sort of keep the trees spread out. I'll leave them there for now. Yeah, so very, very awesome system, and not how I would set it up. Mainly because I'm just not that great with the redstone hookups. But yeah, very awesome to look at and try and work out exactly what went where. And I think he had a pumpkin system that was turned into dirt, that was turned into, you know, went through the system to turn into cold coke and powered this. And oh mate, it was impressive, very impressive. Now we've got tons of junk. Now I think this extended inventories mod will be being removed soon, if it hasn't already by the time this video comes out, because it really does play havoc with the middle click functionality and sorting your inventories. It makes things a little bit difficult to work with. But yeah, I mean it's a good idea. I just don't know whether it's working for us. I want that. I want to fix the floor, and I just threw all my cobble back in there. Oh, I'll probably take that. Should be able to turn that back into cobble, shouldn't I? And shift click out. No, it won't shift click out if I don't have the space down here. Do I have my chisel? Probably not. So I've got to go downstairs anyway. Silly me. I died again. I died while I was in somewhat infinite space, actually, because he was telling me about a book that's required for Evilcraft, and that he had a copy in his base. He said for me to go and grab it. And when I was over there to grab it, I went down his tube elevator thing and died. Something to do with, there was a piece of flooring missing underneath. It's weird. There's been some bits and pieces, and I'm not sure whether it's due to a couple of the updates that's happened, but it doesn't look like it's a particular mod that's been removed. It just looks like there's certain blocks that just kind of got exploded. They're just not there. And I'm not sure why they're not there. So yeah, unfortunate, but you know, keep items on death, so it's not a big issue. But yeah, just unfortunate that all of a sudden, you know, down the elevator, bang, dead. But I guess on the plus side, I got the human flesh. I think it is an Evilcraft drop that I wouldn't mind getting into, and the book apparently explains everything quite well, so that is on the cards. Alright, so that's the area we're going to use for the tree farm, and I might swap these out, put some dirt in. Don't have any dirt on me. And I'll get the robots going. I can always use this pipe here, because they will need to be powered. And I will need to make the zone planner, which it's all fairly easy stuff, map. So I'm going to need some logs anyway, because I might have enough sugar canes now that I've got some in here working away. Not sure if this is actually working. Oh yeah, it's working. Full CO2. There's just no power in here, so it's not. Yeah, so it's not working. I need to run power up to this greenhouse and get it running again. This greenhouse has been going alright with the cactus, and I've got some melons in here now. So hence why, if you saw downstairs, I had the whole area with the new caches with melons and cactus green, I think it was. Mainly because they were filling up chests. When I first got the map going and I logged in, there was items all down the hill outside, like everywhere. So I don't know where they came from. It was kind of like, I don't know, like a chest had exploded, and it was all down the outside of the building area. Yeah, so I've got this cactus green barrel and this, cache I should say, and one for melon. Alright, so I'm not really getting much. I'm not going to get a lot done in this episode. I'm just sort of rabbiting on a bit. So I'm going to need that integration table. I'm going to need some of these docking stations. And then I'm going to need a lumberjack. And I think there's one that just collects things. Picks up items, picker. So I'm going to need, where is it? Picker. I'm going to need this one here. So it's this and this gets put into the programming table or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, the programming table. So I'm going to do some work in between episodes here. I will get programming table done. I will get the integration table done. And the other things I require to make a tree farm. And we'll get some power over there because we'll. Oh no, we got power up on the roof, so that's fine. Because it'll be up just above here. We'll get some bits and pieces set up. You can see I crafted a few more lasers. I was getting so tired of waiting for things to be crafted. And pretty much my base is running on potatoes at the moment. But they're doing alright. Alright, well, I know it's probably slightly shorter again. But I just thought I'd give the update on where the pack's going. As I said, I'll put the extra detail in the description to give you Sam's details, and you can investigate him up on Twitter. And I'm also going to put in the page for the pack, so you can, if you are playing the pack yourself, you can log all the bugs, because as I said, it is a pack in development. And there are bugs. It's plain and simple that's how it is. You know, this isn't a finished pack by any means. There are mods being added and removed to try and keep the balance right and to try and keep the vision correct in where Parcel wanted it to go. And hopefully it gets to that place with the extra testing of myself and a few other people. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it there. I've dribbled on for almost half an hour now, and you're probably sick of me talking, so as always, comments in the section below, and please leave a like if you liked it, and let me know what you're thinking, and you know which way you want, whether you want me to continue this series. I mean, at the moment it's going to be a single player. If you got some ideas of what I should do next to try and automate some of the things, I think the tree farm is my next move. And then, you know, so we need to, I've got a macerator, it's over there on the ground. So this all got reset when we had the update. I need to make a centrifuge, so I'm heading towards that too. I do have in here compressor, so compressor's required to go to the centrifuge. I need an area set up for the IC2 machines, or the Industrial Craft Classic machines. So, yep. Alright. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. See you in the next one.